Hello, welcome to Art 115. This is the second survey course out of two at Coastal. I am your instructor, Nancy Briggs. I can be reached by email. I check my email often. And if we cannot resolve your question with email, then we can arrange a Zoom meeting or a phone call, but that is your first line of contact. The course is designed to give you the terms and tools needed to understand the art from right before the Renaissance, the Italian Renaissance, all the way to contemporary art. We're going to look at the cultures that made the art, what it meant to them, how it reflected their politics, their religion, their psyches, and more importantly, we're going to look at the influence of art from one culture to another. Art history is a field that is constantly looking backwards and moving forward in some way. So we sort of focus on those artists who move that dial in a certain direction. And this is our journey visually that you can see. We're going to start before the Renaissance here in a late Gothic painting. We have a pastel by Mary Cassatt here, an impressionist. At the same time, photography will be invented around this same time period, and we'll see what happens with art then. And then once art sort of opens up to the artist's choice, all the different styles that happen after that. So it's an exciting course. Lots of things are going to happen in the world. The world will change, and so will art. The course is run as a once a week course, meaning attendance is taken once a week based on your assignments that are due on Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. Modules are always open earlier. For instance, now there's a few weeks open, there's 3 weeks open, and you are more than welcome and encouraged to work ahead, always ahead, never behind. And this is all, I'm going to stress this, after you have taken the entry verification quiz. If you don't take that first, you won't even see most items in the course. The things I'm going to show you in the course, you won't be able to see until you take it, even if you've taken it in a different course. For my class, you only need a 70 or above and you can move forward. It doesn't count as your actual grade for my class, mostly because it has nothing to do with my class. It's about college. So don't feel you have to keep taking it and get 100. You're welcome to do so. But once you hit 70, you'll be able to see everything else in the course. All right, so navigating the course, let me show you what that looks like. This is our course here. When you open the course, it will be on announcements and you will be able to see the verification test here. It's also here on the left in a tab. All of the information you need, all the tabs you need are here in this modules block. So the modules are the weekly assignments, and I will show you those. The discussion board is here. That's how you open it and answer the weekly discussions. Your textbook has a link here, and it's also on the modules. I have gathered all of the chapter slides that I cover, and this is important. It will give you an area of focus. And I have made videos on each chapter as well. These are not required, but I feel they're very helpful since I focus on those things you need to know, and you can just take notes on those. And then there's some other links, Smart History, MoMA, Google Arts. These are just, if you have a research thing, ask questions, you can use these as a guide or the textbook. But these are, pretty interesting explanatory websites that you can go to. And Google Arts actually has some games if you're geeky like me and you want to play art history games. All right, so the modules, when you click the modules here, this is, you can see the textbook is here up on top, so you can go either way. If you have not had MindTap before, you might have to register for MindTap through this. This is how you get all the readings and the quizzes. You go right through that link. All of the course information is in the very first module called Getting Started. And here you will find the syllabus, the schedule, which I sent to you. I sent both of those in an email. there's a survey, an introduction I'm asking you to do, and then there's just helpful things about the discussion board if you don't know how to work the discussion board. So this is just your intro things. And then week 1 is what I'm considering our first week. We're on a very strange schedule this semester because we start on a Friday, and it sort of throws the weeks off. So I'm not counting that as your week. You can see February 4th, which is this coming Sunday, is this first deadline here. That's just for the intro things. You have to do a discussion board. You have to glance, read the introduction to the book and introduce yourself on the discussion board. So these are very lightweight things that you have to do by this Sunday. And then week 1, starting next week, really, is when you have the chapters that you'll jump into. So this is the objectives for the week, and then this is what you're going to be doing for the week. And then you click the link and you can see, you can go through the book for these, but I've also put all of the things you need for that week here on the module. So you could just really go through the modules week by week, and those are the only links you need. So you have the reading, you have extra things like the flashcards if you want to use them, and then each chapter has a quiz and an image quiz. So that's for every chapter we have to do. And then there's an assignment on the weeks that I have assignments. It will be here on the module for you, and a lot of choices. A lot of times you'll have choices, and sometimes you'll get to make stuff like in week 1. Notice here I have the test review sheet. The test is not until week 3. However, if you open that, those are all the things you can focus your studies on. Those are the things I cover in the slideshow and the videos on the left. And that's what you are accountable for in each chapter. So instead of 50 slides in one chapter, it will be 12. So that's the easiest and more focused way to sort of gather your notes and study that way. So the test review, you just see what is in what chapter, and you take notes as you go through. That's what I'm recommending. These aren't things I'm going to grade, but this is probably the easiest way to get through the course. Again, everything is on the modules, and you can see I have right up until week 3. Week 3 is an exam that's not loaded yet. That will open during week 3. So these are all here for you to do if you wanted to, get a jump and do chapter 21 and 22 ahead. That's totally up to you. A word about the discussion forum. You do have to respond to 2 students with relevant information. You'll have to wait and go back and add a response, especially if you're the only one there, if you're working way ahead. All right, a couple things to stress about the course is late work will not be accepted. It's tied to attendance and other assignments for the week. So it doesn't do you any good to go back and do a discussion board that nobody's going to go back and read a week late or 2 weeks late or whatever time you want to do it. The assignments are reflective of what we're learning in the chapters. So it doesn't make any sense for you to always be behind and still get credit for it. When we're done with that week, we're moving forward as a class. So I do not accept late work. And it's also because it's attached to attendance. So obviously I need to take attendance by the things that you do in the class. So if you do any of the assignments, you are present. It's not all or nothing. You can do one and not the other 2 or whatever. You'll be behind and you'll lose those points, but you won't be marked absent. I don't recommend it. If you miss 2 consecutive classes, which is 2 weeks of classes, 14 days, the rules are you'll be withdrawn on the second absence. That will be your 14th day absent. You'll be withdrawn on the third absence if it's non-consecutive. So that's in the syllabus, just to stress. All of this is in the syllabus. You should read through the syllabus, but just to stress what the numbers are according to Coastal. Of course, reinstatement is a possibility. However, no makeup work will be allowed. See Part A up here. No late work, so if you've missed 2 weeks because you haven't done the work, you're not going to get to do the work either. So that's up to you. So keep that in mind. All right, so jump in. By Sunday, you're going to take the entry verification test. You're going to figure out how to navigate everything that I just showed you. Register for MindTap if you need to. Look through the textbook, read the intro to the textbook. Go to the class discussion and follow the prompt, and then you'll respond to at least 2 other students. And then also there's a little survey that you get 10 points just to tell me about yourself on our module. All right, well, that's it. I hope this is helpful, and I think it's going to be a great semester. This is a wonderful time in art history to study, and I love teaching this class. So please get in touch if you have any questions. Thank you.